Hello everybody and welcome back to Survival Challenge. I'm sitting in my brand new thinking chair. Virtual Daggerwin made it for me, apparently. He never gives anything away for free, so I'm expecting him to send a bill, and when he does, he can have it back because it's likely worth about £1 million. Also no Virtual Daggerwin, this probably took about 5 tons worth of materials to make. Right, so we do have many jobs available to us today. In fact, we're going to be very busy for a long time, which is great. There's nothing worse than trying to find something to do. So we've got all the grass that needs to be cut, and it is fully grown. Also, and it's fully fertilised, we have the cereal crop, the barley just over here, that needs to be harvested. So we have the grain and we have the straw. We also have trees, because I marked out in the previous episode where the field extension is going to go to. And it does incorporate a number of trees that need to be cut down. Basically, any tree left or right of us now. So all of those trees need to go. And yes, that will help fund a plough. Now, the plough is about £13,000. I did find another contraption which probably comes under subsoilers. Let's just see here. Yes, it does. It's £15,000. It has a very good working width of 4.3 metres. But if I was to buy this, it would be a gamble because it requires 200 horsepower and our tractor is 135. So it might work, it probably won't work. So instead I found this plough here, which has a working width of 2.5 metres, so obviously nowhere near as big, but it's 14,000 instead of the £16,000 that the base game plough would be. And we could go for slatted moldboards, although it's going to put it to 16. So yeah, that's sort of what I've got my eye on. It requires 150 horsepower, but I think we'll be okay. We'll have to put front weights on. Anyway, enough of me chuntering on. Let's get that combine rolling. I think it would be good to do some harvesting. But either way, whenever we have £13,000, we're going to buy the plough, unless of course I do really take a big risk and go for the subsoiler, which will act as a plough. It would be a huge risk though, because it's not like it's only just outside of the horsepower range. It is massively out of it. But this is going to be good, having this barley. Always a bit of a slow start with this one, but once it gets going, it's fine. Come on, I did say a slow start, I didn't mean that slow. Yeah, it's not the header. You can see that's not contacting the ground. It will go, it just randomly goes. That's it. Now it's flying. As much as the combine can fly. So, as you can see by the fill gauge, we are filling rapidly. It is a very good field though. And we will have to windrow it before we come along and bale it. Now, because of course I'm playing survival roleplay without seasons, we're not harvesting at the time that barley would usually be harvested, so the price should have gone up quite a bit from the common harvesting time, which I think in this game is June and July. Right, we're pretty much full. But yeah, what I'm trying to say there is if we can sell straight off the field, that would be great. It's not the right time for tomatoes, that would be January. Let's just see here. October, yeah, the price is definitely increasing. Yep, it is good. I think it's good enough. Yep, we'll use the John Deere to pick up the plough or something else. We'll leave it over there. Right, so she's going to retrieve my trailer. Oh no, the trailer actually needs to be reconfigured. Oh, blimey, I need the toolbox. Yeah, I really need that toolbox. I don't think I have it installed actually. Where is my trailer? Oh, there it is. Right in front of me. So no, forget what I just said. We're going to have to take this over there to get the sides put back on. But at least we have a faster tractor. We can do 26 miles per hour in this tractor. I think the John Deere is 19. So it doesn't sound like a huge difference, but actually it is. It does make a big difference. I will still keep the John Deere here though, so we can still use it to bring something back. Right, customise. I don't think we can go any bigger. We can put a cover on. Yeah, the cover is just the standard. I just never use it. We do own the cover. Okay, right, good. I shall immediately take it off. And I'll see you down at the field. I think it won't be too long until I'm requiring a bigger trailer. As it would appear, we're going to be full at the end of each pass. We're going to have to start doing this from the centre of the field. It did actually seem to work very well before. So I just need to try and find the centre of the field. And then every single time we get to the centre, I need to unload. So if I can try and estimate this as much as I can do. It's probably around the brow of this hill. Should be okay. But yes, there is nothing fast about this. Everything about harvesting like this by having a trailer parked at the side without somebody carting alongside, and also with such a small machine in the first place, yeah, it's going to be slow. So although I won't be anywhere near full, I am once again going to unload when we get to the trailer. See if we're anywhere near 50%. Yeah, looks like we will be very close. Yep, it's about 50%. That's very good timing. Very good positioning. So, yes, I'm going to continue. Try and go. Ah, no. It's closer than I thought. Yep, so, yeah, I'll try and get a full trailer. I don't know how much of the field will have done, but we will see. I believe we're getting close. This might be the final combine load. So I don't want to do the whole thing in one go because, well, essentially the longer we wait, the more money we make anyway because the price is always going up. It's just to give us a bit of money. And it would be good to also start the grass work as well because then the bales, when we do the silage bales, can start the fermentation process. Okay, so I will just, I'll get a full load. I would be surprised if more than this next load will fit into the trailer. Okay, there we go. So I'll just turn everything off except for the engine. Wow, yeah, we're 96% full. We're not going to be able to take much of this. Top it up. There we go. So yes, the barley. The best place for the barley, the cooperative. That price really doesn't appear great, but actually the maximum it's ever going to be worth is 1,188, which seems, to me at least, low for Farming Simulator. Obviously in real life I think that would be extremely good. Right, just turn the engine off. Yeah, I don't know what it used to be in the previous versions, but I'm sure I remember like £2,000 or £3,000 for 1,000 litres. Still, we have 8,000 litres here, so we should be able to make 8,000 and something pounds. That was so much faster than before. Just having a faster gearbox must help because we've got more momentum. We can pick up the speed before the hill. Okay, here we go. It's going to be better than the £755 that we currently have. Lovely. And yeah, obviously we get even more than this from that same area because we have all the straw to sell. 8,741. That is great. But yeah, I think we should cut some grass. We need to start that process. We have a bigger tractor now, so we can do all the jobs faster. We can continue very, very soon. Right, so the moment we start the engine up, it will continue emptying into the trailer. So, yeah, we need to go over here. There's my plough. I think we probably should sell that plough when we come around to doing that. There's not a massive rush to get that plough, because we would still have to get all of this done first, ideally, because we need to get the new crop in. And that's just going to be grass. It is so good to have this new shed. And I know that some people have said, yeah, it looks neat now, but it won't look like that forever. I'll just start dumping stuff everywhere. I'm going to try my best. We're going to try and keep things neat. Keep as much as possible in the shed. I know that we should have the combine harvester in the shed as well. I do need to, well, we just need another shed. I think the sooner we can get the workshop, the better. I'm planning on keeping the combine in the workshop. Okay, and yeah, I've left this for quite some time, so this must be as good as it gets. It looks like a very good yield. We're dropping a lot there. We should be getting some bees, I think, at some point soon. And chickens. The thing about having bees is if we get some and then also get some canola, we should be able to get an even bigger yield because they'll help to pollinate. I'm loving this tractor. Very, very good. So I think I'm just going to fly over all of this. We'll cut all of the grass. We don't need, as far as I'm aware, anything other than silage for now. When we get sheep, well, I could just feed them grass. We don't need to go to the extent of getting hay. So yeah, just do silage bales this time around. Maximise our income. Right, that's the awkward corner done. Good. And yeah, I've managed to make it all the way over here from that side. Interesting. Now I know the last time I made silage bales on this Let's Play, I had my save game file corrupt for some reason. Very strange. So I had to redo it all, and I sold the bales in that same session, and I had no issues. I don't know if it was actually linked to the bales. It does seem a bit weird because I've made silage bales so many times before. But yeah, I left bales in the field and it didn't work, and then I sold them and it did work. So it did seem to be the likely suspect. Right, so we're done. I'll pop this mower away. Drive past the thinking chair. And I'm going to start rowing. I think we'll row and then we'll get back onto the harvesting. just briefly. We'll probably finish the harvesting in the next episode. I'm just very cautious of leaving bales in the field. I really don't want to do that. I think the best thing to do would be to bale them at the beginning of an episode and then allow them to ferment and then sell them sort of at the end of the episode once we've moved into a new month. Okay. Yeah, so the John Deere is not going to be used too much anymore. It is still our front loader tractor, so we do need it for that. This tractor can do front loader work, but at the moment we are not putting the money into that because we need to buy the front loader itself plus the attacher. And as I said, we do need to save up for this plough. We need to save up for a few other things as well. The next plot of land is £180,000, so we are saving up for it, but very slowly. Other things are going to take priority. But I think once we have that extension, you can see the field extension, all of that is going to be productive grassland. Well, it could also be a cereal crop, but I was planning on extending the grass field. But once we have that, so that's going to change things. There does seem to be a massive amount of money in silage. Right, so I will row this up as neatly as possible, and then we can move on. I suppose I could actually row up the straw that we have and we could bale that and sell it, only if the price is right, otherwise we'll wait. Let's just have a very quick look. 136, December is the best price, 156, so yeah, probably worth waiting. We'll just do the grass for now. Very neat. Well, neatish. That's going to be good enough. So, lift that up, fold it up, and that can remain like that now until the next episode when we bale it. We're going to bale it and wrap it right at the beginning. Then it can start the fermentation process, and hopefully near the end of the episode we can sell it all. That'd be very nice. Big income. Pop that back in there. We also do need to do a bit of landscaping around this sort of area. Probably worth doing it once the greenhouses have moved. That greenhouse will not be staying forever, as I have mentioned in the past. Yes, as soon as we have an animal which can produce manure, so pigs or cows, it will be cows. Yes, we want to go for the ones which can produce a high yield if you give them manure as well as water. Right. So yeah, it would also be a good way of disposing of the manure. But that's going to be quite some time in the future, I think. There may be some mods. Let's just check the lowest price cow enclosure. Let's just see here. Animals, cows. Yeah, 75,000. So we don't have the land or the money for that. So yes, it's going to be quite some time. As I said, there could be a mod. If there's like an enclosure for maybe 5 to 10 cows for £15,000, then that'd be very good. But who knows? I'll have to have a look. Okay, and we're off again. I will have to reposition the tractor to the centre. And did we do half? No, I didn't think. No, we've not done half the field. So we're not going to finish the harvest today, but we're going to get very close. We'll have enough money to be able to buy the plough. In fact, that would be a great way of finishing. We'll finish by attaching the plough to the John Deere tractor. Hopefully it can lift it. And we'll bring it back to the farm, ready for next time, or the time afterwards, for the Massey Ferguson to extend the field. I feel we're getting closer. So yeah, I don't like to do all these time lapses back to back, but that's the thing about what we're doing at the moment. When everything is ready to harvest, there is so much to do that I either cut it out completely, which is not really that fun, or time lapse it. And I think really this is the only way of doing it. I've said this so many times before, and I always get the same response. So I already know what everyone's going to say. Thank you, everybody. I know that most people are going to say, yeah, we like it. So yeah, I'll just stick with it. This format seems to work. It's just every time I record it, I always think, oh, this is terrible. There's so many time lapses. There's nothing wrong with time lapses. Like, if it's a time lapse video, that's great. But when it's a video like mine, where it should be commentary, narration, and it's mostly just back-to-back time lapses, it sort of feels like it is not the narration video it should be. But it should be different next time. Oh, I suppose we've got to do all the windrow, we've got to do the baling. I'll probably have to cut a few things out. Maybe a bit of the windrowing for the straw. Anyway, I reckon this is going to be the final combine load for today, which is actually really good timing because the clouds are building. The forecast is for rain. I'll keep going. Yeah, so we're just going to leave this small strip for next time, which really should not take too long to harvest. Turn the beacon off. And we are full. Oh, I shouldn't have turned the engine off. %. Okay, so that is us done. Let's get this taken to the sell point. The price might have increased a bit. Just do the usual check. So, barley. It does seem to be going down. Interesting, because it should be going up. Oh well. It's still not a bad price. Bit of a change of plan, I've just been thinking about what to do. We'll put this trailer on the John Deere, since we only have one more load to do, and the tractor can go on the plough. Then I can figure out if we need to put front weights on. I think we will do, almost certainly. But we should be able to welcome about £8,800 from this load here. If only the plough would be in the sale, it would be so good. There we go. 8,834. Yeah, it's not in the sale. Oh, look at that. 150 horsepower. 38,000. Actually, yeah, if we hadn't bought this tractor, that would have been a good one to go for. I have used that tractor quite a bit in the past, but yeah, good deal. Anyway, ploughs. We have the money. Just going to make sure we have the right one. Ah, yes, somebody's going to mention this. Yes, I have been persuaded by a few of my viewers not to use this in Survivor Challenge. It's a fantastic mod, but in Survivor Challenge it does make it very easy. Yes, you don't need a huge amount of power to pull it, and it has an extreme working width. It does say 320 horsepower, but I'm pretty sure you can pull it with like 200. So yeah, it's probably a bit too easy. So we are going with proper plows or other subsoils which require more horsepower and obviously a smaller working width. So this is the one for us. I'm quite happy with all of the defaults there. So yeah, it's going to be nice to have a reversible plough, because then we don't have to keep going up one side and down the other, all that sort of stuff. I think I was doing it wrong anyway. And the other one was a big plough, but it only offered 1.7 meters, the working width. This one is 2.5, so it's not a huge increase, but it will just be generally much easier. Okay, so let's see how much of a wheelie we do. I'm expecting quite a big one. It does seem like a big plough for this tractor. Well, it is. It's we already know it's oversized. Okay. No surprise there. Just as long as we can actually pull it, and as long as the front weights are enough. It is a gamble. There are a lot of risks that are being taken on this series. Pushing the machines to their limits. Okay, front weight, yes. How much does it add? Oh, blimey, it's only 400 kilograms. Well, it is 400 kilograms, so it's going to do something, but yeah, ploughs are not light. Well, the biggest thing about a plough is how far it sits behind the tractor. It's not like a subsoiler which is sitting right up against the tractor. Ooh. We will have to try that, I think. It's not too late to get a refund. I was hoping it'd be a little bit more balanced, but then I don't know why, because I already knew that ploughs are very heavy. Hey, it's that yellow car. Hey, there's that yellow car. Whilst driving back, that wasn't too bad, but yes, it's not filled me with confidence. Yeah, that's bad. And before anybody says anything, I know this is not the right plough for this tractor. It is far too big. We should have this on like a 6700 series. Oh. Well, it's pulling it. It was just the lifting it couldn't do. It's actually pulling it very well. 7 miles per hour. Well, the fact it can do that means it's going to be very handy. Very good to us. So we are going to have to keep it. But obviously in the future, when we do come to expand more areas of land, we'll have to use it on a bigger tractor. But I'm sure by then we will have a bigger tractor. That is actually very impressive. Extremely impressive. So if only, yes, if only we had a option to put a 3-point linkage on, we could put a bigger weight on, but we can't. We have to have nothing, or this sort of integrated weight. Right, so there's not really much point in turning the plough if I head back up here. But yeah, this is going to be another test. We're going uphill, that was downhill. So far so good. Don't want to speak. I just spoke too soon. Yes, it was changing gear. I suppose, yeah, if the worst comes to the worst, we could just put it into manual. Even in automatic though, yeah, it does seem... I think, yes, if that had been in manual it would have stuck at it, maintaining 6 or 7 miles per hour. Well, since this offers so much more than the other plough, working with and being able to reverse it. We have to keep it. We will sell the other plough. We'll make a bit of money, not too much. It's been good though, because without that plough we couldn't have done all of that. There we go. So this is indeed where we leave the episode. Yeah, not happy with it, but it was sort of, it had the potential to be like this just because it is far too big for the tractor. You've done well, tractor. That's so much more than you should be able to pull. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.